What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and today I'm going to be going over the first round, and I'm going to do a quick mock draft, but I'm also going to talk about several players that each team might have their eye on in the first round. Very tough to predict. I mean, who knows? Once one team makes a surprise move, draft somebody you don't expect them to. Now, the next team, they're not going to have him. They're going to draft someone else, and then it's just out of control. You really don't know. That's the fun thing about it. But we're going to do a mock draft anyway this year. And if you're interested in the draft, I'll be streaming every single round of the draft. I have 250 prospect videos ready to play for when they get drafted. So it's going to be super fun. I'm prepared for it. I hope you guys will jump in for that on Sunday. It's going to be crazy. But let's just jump into this one. And it's crazy because the number one overall pick goes to the Cleveland Guardians, who also are in first place. It's rare that a really good team, an elite team, also has the first overall pick. So Cleveland Guardians fans, they got to be feeling good right now. And they got their option of anyone. This is one of the best drafts in years, the most talented drafts in years. And at the top, you got what I call the big three: Travis Bazzana, second baseman, Oregon State; Charlie Condon, outfielder from Georgia; and Jack Caglione, a first baseman and a pitcher from Florida. These three dudes, I don't even know. I got Travis Bazzana as my number one, but it could have easily been Charlie Condon. It could have easily been Jack Caglione, and there's other guys too who could be number one. It doesn't even have to be one of these three, but I think it will be one of the big three. I think the Cleveland Guardians will end up taking my number one, Travis Bazzana. I've heard a lot of connections between Bazzana and the Guardians, and that they like him a lot. This is a dude who just gets on base and crushes the baseball like almost no one else. He is just amazing. 28 home runs, and he walks not just more than he strikes out, almost twice as much as he strikes out. This dude is just an insane talent, and I got Bazzana going to Cleveland, but they'll definitely consider Charlie Condon and Jack Caglione. Number two, we got the Reds, and I'm going to say they go with Charlie Condon, who is kind of like Bazzana, a dude who just rakes, a guy with a high on-base percentage, a guy with a high average, but also with big power, even more power. 37 homers and 300 at-bats, just unbelievable. They'll also look at, obviously, Bazzana if he's not taken by Cleveland, Jack Caglione, even other guys like J.J. Weatherholt, and maybe even a pitcher like Chase Burns from Wake Forest. A million options. It's just crazy this year. And at number three, the Colorado Rockies, I'm going to say that they finish out the big three and go with Jack Caglione because he can also pitch, and the Rockies should be interested in pitching as the Rockies, whose pitching sucks, all due respect. So you would think they would want to get a pitcher, and they can do that and also get one of the best players and one of the best hitters in Jack Caglione. He can rake, he can pitch, he's amazing, and I think that the Rockies go with Caglione if they can. If not, Chase Burns or Hagen Smith, another really good pitcher from Arkansas. Number four is the Oakland A's. Who knows what the A's will do? If they have a chance to get J.J. Weatherholt, I think they should, and I'll say that's who they go with. J.J. Weatherholt is an infielder from West Virginia, and he is absolutely amazing. Another great hitter, a pure talent right there. Obviously, if any of the big three are available, they'll go with them. Other than that, you got Nick Kurtz as a possibility from Wake Forest. You got Braden Montgomery from Texas A&M. The A's definitely lack power hitting, and so I think they'll go with a hitter, but who knows, like I said. At number five, the Chicago White Sox. No team needs to nail their pick more than the White Sox. They're in a bad place right now. They need to turn their franchise around, and I think they'll go with the best pitcher available. In their opinion, I think they're going to go with Chase Burns, a righty out of Wake Forest. He is just electric. I like Hagen Smith a little more, but I think that right now the consensus is Chase Burns goes first. So I'll say he goes to the White Sox. They'll also consider Montgomery and Kurtz and all these other guys as well that are still available. But I'll say they go with Burns. At number six, Kansas City Royals. The top three options I've heard are Hagen Smith, Braden Montgomery, and Nick Kurtz, barring any of the big three or any of these other insane players that'll probably be off the board by number six. But I think they want quick talent who can go through the minors quickly, get to the big leagues, And Nick Kurtz is that guy for the Royals, a sweet swinging power hitter out of Wake Forest. And I'll say the Royals go with Nick Kurtz at number 6. At number 7, we got the St. Louis Cardinals, and they're going to go with righty Hagen Smith. They have been prioritizing pitching lately. I say they're going to continue to do that here. Chase Burns also is possible if he's still available. Maybe even Trey Savage out of East Carolina. If they do go with a bat, Braden Montgomery would be very tempting. But I actually got Braden Montgomery going number 8 to the LA Angels. They have been drafting college players also who move through the big league or move up to the big leagues quickly. They're going to do it again with Braden Montgomery. And if not, Christian Moore out of Tennessee and the uber powerful James Tibbs out of Florida State are possibilities. Moving to number 9, the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I think if he's still there, James Tibbs, outfielder, Florida State. This guy is an absolute beast. In most years, he's probably top 5, maybe top 3. But this year's draft is so loaded, he could fall all the way to 9. And the Pirates need to take him if he's there. This is a professional-ready power hitter. He is just absolutely amazing. They might also consider some high school guys if they're there, like Bryce Rayner or Connor Griffin. I got a feeling the first high school guy is not even going to be taken until later than expected, maybe all the way down at number 10 for the Washington Nationals. And if either Bryce Rayner or Connor Griffin are available, I think the Nats will be the one to grab the high school bat. I'm going to say it's Bryce Rayner. I got Connor Griffin ranked higher on my list, but I have heard Bryce Rayner connected to the Nationals a little more often. Both are electric. Both are incredible. If both are gone, the Nats will probably go with a college arm like Trey Savage. But at number 11, the Detroit Tigers, I'll say they take Connor Griffin. Shortstop, outfield, Jackson Prep. This guy, I think, has a chance to be 30-30, maybe 40-40 club material. He can fly. He can play all over the field. He is elite defensively, but his bat is incredible. And I think Tigers fans should be ecstatic if they get Connor Griffin. Other possibilities could be Savage, Cam Caminetti still on the board, Christian Moore. So a lot of great players. Number 12, Boston Red Sox. I got taking Christian Moore, a second baseman out of Tennessee. He just seems like a good match for the Red Sox, and I've heard his name connected to Boston. Seems like a natural fit. This is an athletic guy, similar to Xander Bogaerts. Elite infield, elite bat, power potential, and if he's off the board, I could see the Red Sox also taking two-way college player, two-way high school player, Cam Caminetti. But at number 13, I got the Giants taking Cam Caminetti. I've heard his name attached to the Giants more times than I can count. I love Caminetti, don't get me wrong. I would prefer a guy named Carson Bench out of Oklahoma State. Carson Bench is just an incredible hitter who I think is going to be big league ready quickly. He's got high contact rates, big power, sprays the ball all over the field, and he could pitch too. So if they want a two-way guy, Carson Bench would be my guy. But I think that the Giants are going to go with Cam Caminetti. They could also consider Vance Honeycutt, a big power hitter from North Carolina. So I'll be satisfied with any of those three, but I think they're going to take Caminetti. Number 14, Chicago Cubs, Trey Savage, right-handed pitcher out of East Carolina. He could go sooner than this, but this is a dude who not only is nasty, not only has filthy stuff, but the thing about him is he hits his spots. He has got amazing control. He's one of the most efficient strike throwers in college baseball. Trey Savage is like a Greg Maddux who's also straight filth. Now, Greg Maddux was obviously filthy, but he wasn't hitting triple digits. So Trey Savage, this is a dude right here, and I think the Cubs take him at 14. Number 15, Seattle Mariners. We're going to go with Billy Amick out of Tennessee. It's starting to get really difficult here. Who knows? I love Billy Amick, and if he's still available, the Mariners might want to consider him. They could also take Seaver King out of Wake Forest. But Billy Amick, he's like a slightly less insane version of Travis Bazzana. Dude just never strikes out or almost never strikes out. Big power potential, puts the ball in play. He's just amazing. He's not quite, Travis Bazzana insane, but he's really, really good. Number 16, Miami Marlins. I think they're going to surprise, go with someone maybe not on the radar here. I'm going to say it's Ryan Sloan, a right-handed pitcher out of Humm High School. This is a nasty pitcher, one of the most disgusting high school pitchers available. And he wasn't really on any draft boards just even a few months ago, but he's just moved up and up and up this year. Just dominates the competition. And I think the Marlins might snag someone like that, or possibly Seaver King, who's still available here on my mock draft. Number 17, Milwaukee Brewers. I'm going to go with Vance Honeycutt here. This is a dude at one time was considered a possible first overall pick. He's dropped a little bit, and I think if he's still available at 17, the Brewers might want to jump all over him. This is a dude with big power, ability to crush 40-plus home runs, some swing and miss in his game, kind of fits the Brewers' typical power-hitting outfielder. You know, they've had a lot of guys like that, and I think he would be a nice fit in Milwaukee. If not, possibly Kalen Culpepper, an electric Kansas State infielder. Number 18, we got the Tampa Bay Rays, and I'll say they go with Carson Bench because they're a smart team. They make smart picks, they make smart trades, and this is the guy I think that they should take. I think the Giants should take Carson Bench, but I'm going to say he falls to 18 and goes to the Rays. I already talked about him. A rocket for an arm, elite defense, elite bat, just a great player. Other options for the Rays, Seaver King, Kalen Culpepper, and there's an Iowa right-hander named Brody Brecht. Number 19, New York Mets. I'm going to go with Seaver King here from Wake Forest. A very versatile player. He can play the infield, he can play the outfield, and he's got a great story. He started at Division II at Wingate, moved all the way up to Wake Forest, one of the premier college baseball programs, and this dude doesn't strike out. 34 Ks in almost 300 plate appearances. He's a hitting machine. He can fly on the base paths. He's a guy who was just born to play baseball. He probably won't be a big power hitter, but other than that, Seaver King has got just massive potential. But the Mets might also go with Tommy White because he's kind of similar. Another great hitter, another guy who doesn't strike out, but he's a guy that does have power. Number 20, I'll take the Jays, taking Ryan Waldschmidt of Kentucky. I see tons of mock drafts. I see tons of Blue Jays influencers and YouTubers mentioning this guy. So I'll say the Jays take him. Waldschmidt, he's a machine. He uses the whole field to his advantage. He's got big power potential, hit 14 bombs this year, doesn't strike out a lot, grinds out at bats, wears down pitchers, just a really good hitter. They can also go with Cam Smith out of Florida State or possibly Tommy White. At number 21 with the Twins, I'll say Kalen Culpepper goes here. If the Twins go college, I think that he's one of the best available guys left. Tommy White, definitely a possibility. Cam Smith, a possibility. But Culpepper, he's got a beautiful swing, very disciplined approach, amazing defense. He can fly on the base paths, just an all-around complete package. He can even hit the long ball. Really excited about Kalen Culpepper. I'll say he goes to the Twins. Okay, now 22. Baltimore Orioles, going to go with Brody Brecht, right-handed pitcher out of Iowa. And I've seen his name connected to the O's quite a bit. They could also go with Vance Honeycutt. They could go high school, like Kellen Lindsey, an elite high school bat. I got Honeycutt already going to the Brew Crew, so I'll say the O's go with Brecht. He held batters to a 143 average. He's got amazing stuff. He is absolutely filthy, 100-mile-per-hour heat, nasty slider. Just needs to work on his command a little bit, but Brody Brecht's got massive potential. At number 23, I'll say the Dodgers go with a high school arm. They're not afraid to go with a high school pitcher in the first round, even if they don't sign. Remember JT Ginn a few years ago? Ginn's now with the A's. But the Dodgers, I think, go with William Schmidt. That's a name that fits the Dodgers, right? William Schmidt. So William Schmidt, a right-handed pitcher. This is the best high school arm available. He's got a fastball slider combo that high school hitters have zero chance against. Even the best high school hitters, he's pitched in some showcases. He's faced some of the best high school hitters. They have no chance. He projects to be a future frontline starter. At worst, he should be a solid bullpen arm. He does need to develop a trustworthy third pitch, but William Schmidt to the Dodgers at 23, very strong possibility. At number 24, we have the Braves. And if they don't go with a hitter, like maybe Tommy White, I think they'll pull the trigger on a special talent who throws with both arms, absolutely electric, named Jurrangelo Cijntje. He's a switch hitter out of Mississippi, or switch hitter and switch pitcher, I should say. He's a switch hitter too, out of Mississippi State. Jurrangelo Cijntje can hit 98 with carry. disgusting slider from the right side of the from the right arm, and as a lefty, he's got a sweeping curve. Hitters have no chance against it. And the thing about him is he'll even pitch righty against a lefty. If the lefty's already seen him twice as a lefty, he'll go righty just to throw the hitter off. It's like he's two pitchers in one, two elite pitchers in one. It's not just a novelty with this dude. This dude is electric. And even if it turns out he just throws strictly from the left side or strictly from the right side, he's still got stuff to be an elite pitcher. So I think the Braves go with this guy here from Mississippi State. At 25, I'm going to take Tommy White here going to the Padres. Tommy White is just an absolute beast. He rarely strikes out. He's got huge power, very aggressive hitter. He doesn't walk a ton, but he's just got hand-eye coordination that allows him to put the ball in play often with big exit velocities. He might end up being a DH. He's not like incredibly fast. He's not spectacular defensively, but he holds his own. He can play first, he can play third, and it seems like a good fit for the Padres. So I'll take Tommy White going at 25 to San Diego. I've also heard the Padres connected to a high school shortstop named Theo Gillen. 26, New York Yankees. I'm going to go with, I thought about this one, and I'm going to go with Caleb Lomavita. He's a catcher, and there are 3 potential first-round catchers this year. Caleb Lomavita, Malcolm Moore from Stanford, and Walker Janik from Sam Houston State. I don't know which of them, if any, will go to the Yankees, but Caleb Lomavita would look damn good in a Yankees uniform. He's really athletic. He's got a powerful arm, advanced defensive chops behind the plate, and he's, as a hitter, super aggressive, but hand-eye coordination like Pablo Sandoval, like Vlad Guerrero Sr., just makes contact. He doesn't strike out, and he's got big power. And he just, to me, just looks like a good fit for the Yankees. Getting harder here at the end, really impossible to say, but I'll take the Phillies at 27, going with PJ Morlando out of Somerville. This is a guy who might fall out of the first round. He was first-round material, and he's kind of fallen on some of the draft boards, but it just seems like a good fit with the Phillies. He's got insane power potential. He's got that superstar swagger, great plate discipline, low strikeout rate for a power hitter, and he's just a superstar in the making, in my opinion. He's got insane pop. If he can hit big league or even professional pitching, we have to wait and see how he does. Obviously, that goes for everyone here, but he's just got such incredible power. He hits that ball so far. He's won home run derbies before, and he's just got an insane bat. But I also hear Theo Gillen could be a possibility for the Phillies. 28, Houston Astros. I'll say Theo Gillen goes at 28. He's from Westlake High School. Really impressive high school bat. Some say the best high school bat in the draft. Sweet launch angle. He hits a lot of home runs. Big, loud contact. And if not for a few injuries, I think he'd be going even sooner. But the Astros might not be able to resist Gillen if he's still available. They may also go college with the 2 remaining catchers, Walker Janik and Malcolm Moore. Speaking of them, I'll take them going at the end. I'll say the D-backs take Malcolm Moore from Stanford. I think last year they grabbed Stanford's best prospect with Tommy Troy, so I think this year they'll go with Moore, or at least it's possible. He's got a beautiful, powerful left-handed stroke, and I'm a Stanford fan. I can tell you Malcolm Moore is clutch. Tons of late season and postseason hits, home runs. He's also got a great arm. He's solid defensively. I think he'll be an asset for whoever drafts him. And last but not least, I'll say the Rangers take Walker Janik out of Sam Houston State, a great hitting catcher, probably the best catcher, even though I got him as the third catcher going. The thing about him is he won the Buster Posey Award, best catcher in college baseball. He's got a natural home run swing as well. He's very patient and doesn't chase pitches, doesn't strike out, great defensively, and all around a great catcher. And I'll say he goes to the Rangers. And after that, who knows? At this point, I'm already kind of guessing. So we'll shut it down there. The first 30 in the first round mock draft. Super excited about this one, and that gives you some ideas about them. Check out my top 10 overall prospects, also my top 10 high school prospects, and be here on Sunday. We're going to be going live and also have 250 prospect videos over on Humm Baby Prospects, and I'm still throwing them up. I'm going to throw about 30 of them up tonight, 30 more tomorrow, 30 more Sunday morning. We're going to have so many. It's going to be nuts. We're going to have videos for almost everyone drafted in the first, at least I'm hoping first 4 or 5 rounds. and continuing on all the way through the rest of the draft. Have a great day, guys. Let me know what you think. Who do you want? Who's your favorite team and who do you want? Let me know down below. And we'll see you guys on Sunday for the draft.